It's number 9 in the deck rating series, and we actually got a lot of submissions today. I'm not going to be able to get through all of them today in the time I have, but the first one is coming from S7. He's been a regular on my streams, so thank you for coming to the streams. But we have Monk, Evo Tesla, Hero Balloon, Spirit Empress, Log, Poison/Fireball, and Electro Spirit, and Miner. I will switch over to the game view, and this is the deck. Now, the problem with this deck is we don't really have anything to deal with, like, if they have, for example, a Prince or something heavy hitting like a mini P.E.K.K.A. We don't really have that much to deal with it. The only thing we really have is the E-Spirit. On the other hand, we have pretty good pressure with the like Monk on counter pushes, as well as the Balloon and the Miner. Now it's going to be difficult to kind of figure out a way to get through some of these defenses here that the opponents will have, but we're going to try to figure out a way. And he's going to have Archer Queen. So actually what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to like raw Balloon the other side, and I think we should maybe get a little bit of damage. Okay, he's gonna go for that, and we just snipe the Firecracker there, get a pretty good amount of damage for just doing nothing there, and then go Miner here on defense. And yeah, I didn't even know we took out the Archer Queen there, so that's a pretty good start. The one thing I will say, like I said earlier, is there's not really good defense. And on top of that, my Spirit Empress is a little bit under-leveled, so we're gonna have to take that into account for this game. Also, I'm gonna like spend way too much to defend these, but I just don't want to take too much damage to them. And as soon as the Tesla dies, we have like no defense there, so I think it's good to spend way more than I need to and defend them, rather than, you know, going in and doing all that. Also, having this look in our hand, like having that was like kind of sick. Hero Balloon, we got different frame with the Monk there, and we got the Spirit Empress, like, you know, charging up, letting it get to the big form, which I will play here in a second. Just gonna go Hero Knight. We can just go Spirit Empress, and yeah, like I said, pretty good like offensive capabilities, and maybe being able to defend a little bit. We could also go with the deflection here for the Firecracker. We will activate King Tower, but that is a-okay with me because we honestly have already done a decent amount of damage, and the Hogs won't be able to do much there. And we could probably just, okay, he's gonna go for that. That's okay. Spirit Empress will do quite a bit of damage to it, so look at that damage, man. Holy. And he might cloak before it crosses the bridge or not, but I'm gonna log it regardless because the tower would have struggled against it if he did have the cloak active. Now he's gonna go for that, but I'm still gonna go Miner Balloon, and we're gonna go Fireball here, take this out, takes out the Firecracker, get some pretty nice damage on the tower here. We can go Tesla. And, I mean, we're just kind of chilling. I mean, we already got a bunch of damage, like I said. The Goblin Brawler's going to die. We can go Monk here, and especially if he uses his ability here, just deflect. Yeah, we just deflect here. And, I mean, like, take out the Archer Queen, and he goes Evo Hogs. Okay. Well, I think we take all those out before they splash. Take out the Firecracker there. And I just go in again because he's just going to only have Cage here. And then we could just Fireball the Cage. And I think that's GG's. I mean, he could ability, yeah. Okay, well, hello, Penguin Z0. Thank you for the video suggestion, YouTube. Okay, we just go Tesla, Log. I mean, everything just falls over. That is crazy how much damage Evo Tesla does. I think it's one of the strongest Evos in the game by far right now, and I think they should nerf it. Personally, I think they should nerf it. But we will get right on to the next deck. Also, rating on that deck, I'd say 7.5. Monk is just not really good, like in the meta right now. It's kind of one of those cards where you play it for fun, and you have fun with it, but it's not really like the greatest. Now it is a good card. Don't get me wrong. It's a good card. It's a good base card, good base stats. But I'll go over to the deck. It's like I said, it's got some faults, but it's still a pretty good deck. So yeah, probably like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. And we're moving right on to the next deck. Now our next deck is coming in from Schmidfelden. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Hopefully I did. But he says, Evo Archers, Hero Knight, Hero Balloon, as well as Arrows, Barbarians, Lightning, Cannon, and Inferno Dragon. Now this is the deck. I did have to card potion the Archers, and my Lightning is underleveled, so we might not get as effective of pushes, but my main concern with this one is how do I protect my Balloon? Maybe I go Knight Balloon the bridge. I mean, that's kind of like the big, strong push here, but most of the time I'm going to be expecting to use my my Knight for defense. So we'll see. We can go Split Archers to the back. I mean, that's just do I want to lightning that is the question. I don't think I'm going to lightning that. I also don't have the Evo Inferno Dragon, I do have the Evo Inferno Dragon, like, unlocked, but I didn't want to, I don't think they said use Evo Inferno Dragon, so I did not. Also, that is really lucky, that charge. Please not get your ability off. Huge. Okay. That saves us a little bit of damage there. And by a little bit, I mean he doesn't get a connection by using the ability. And I will lightning that, in fact, because we take that off the board, and the Inferno Dragon's still going to go up there and try to get a connection. Not exactly, though. And yeah, I'm gonna let that Skarmy go. Although it will do a lot of damage, I just don't want to overspend here, so I think I kind of have to. And we can just Barbarians that. I mean, that is a lot of value. Also, right now with Barbarians, I think they're really strong they were at least last season in the meta. Also, that barely got a hit. And the fact that that is a thing, I mean, it's just, they're kind of they're a strong card, they're just expensive. We ability this 100%, snipe that Dark Goblin, get a lot of damage on the tower. We also splash the tower with the ability. And yeah, that's so much damage, man. You just cannot be affording that in the early game. Especially like we didn't afford taking a whole entire Skarmy to the face, but we kind of had to. Regardless, we're gonna get our knight down here. At least the furnace isn't hitting our knight, and we defend all that. We defend 8 elixir with the 6 elixir, so that's a pretty good exchange. I just need my desk. Ouch. And I don't have barbarians in hand, so we're just gonna arrows this plus archers, and that should be a lot enough to kind of keep us in the game a little bit. And he's just gonna go for another furnace. Okay. Now, if he does play his what's it called, the freaking wizard with his furnace, we will be able to get a pretty good trade there. Now, I'm gonna go with the Inferno Dragon here because that allows us to kind of just take that out and not worry too much. That's a free lightning, and he's gonna go Skarmy here probably, or he's gonna go Dark Gob. I was expecting a Skarmy. I think I got the Barbarians this, to be honest. Okay, we Barbarians this, and then ooh, that's unlucky. He doesn't have a Dark Gob in hand, so he's gonna have Furnace, though. That's the one thing I'm kind of concerned about. Yep, there's the Furnace. But we can go Knight here, and then ability, I was trying to, oh, it changed sides, because that's cool. That's awesome. We almost defend that, but we don't. And we do need to not take too... Okay, well, we Barbarians this, honestly. I know it's a Furnace, but I just don't want to take that damage. And he's getting a lot of damage with the Furnace already. But, yeah, we should be able to take that out pretty quickly. And we can go Knight here. I know the Wizard's going to fly up and do its freaking magic trick, but... Or not, I guess. That's cool. I thought it was. I guess you just don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't really have much to defend this Dark Prince. I mean, okay, the one weakness I can see right now with this deck is the fact that we kind of just don't have that much to defend, like, heavy hitters. Then again, or I guess Splash. It would be more Splash in this case. And now we can actually go for our little trick in the pocket. Go here, and he's going to go with his Dark Gob. Okay, I'm still going to use the ability because it'll do a lot of damage to the, or take out a lot of the Skarmy. And now that's dead, or we can lightning or arrows that. Okay, we win the game. Nice. So overall, pretty fun deck, I'm not gonna lie. That was actually, like, archers being there for defense. We need to save our knight for defense as well. Inferno Dragon just kind of is there. I don't really see why Inferno Dragon's there when you have cannon and archers to kill tanks. What you could do is probably replace Inferno Dragon with, you know, some other, like, strong, like, defensive card. But then it would be a really defensive deck because we do have the Barbarians. And I don't get to use Barbarians a lot, so... Yeah, I really like this deck, man. It's like 8.5 out of 10. If my Lightning was even stronger, we'd have more damage on the tower and probably win the game after 2 Lightnings from that. So yeah, I'll probably say like an 8.5 out of 10. That was really fun. And we're going to move on right to the last deck. So the last deck is coming in from Elliot Zepitzauer. These names, man, I can't pronounce them. But he says Hero Dark Prince, Cannon, Arrows, Evo Skarmy, Hero Balloon, Witch, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Now, I don't know if I'm wrong here, but that's only 7 cards. So I guess he's like leave the last one up to interpretation. And what I'm thinking here is we need another air counter. So I'm thinking the best air counter here would probably be minions. Because we have a strong splashing air, but we need something to hit air pretty strong. Also, another one that has like 2 champions / heroes. That's been a strong theme today, having two champions, or well, 1 champion and a hero, or 2 champions. or 2 heroes, I mean. God, there's so many concepts of cards in this game at this point. But then again, I will mention having the regular witch as opposed to the Evo witch, or just not having the Evo witch in your deck at all is kind of it's an interesting one to say the least. I'm gonna go Dark Prince here to try to we stop that from getting hit. The witch is gonna stay alive, and the Dark Prince will tank for a little bit. We go for the ability here, splash that back. Witch is doing a great job. It's not going to get a charge, but the Inferno Dragon's going to take a lot, or Eye Dragon's going to take a lot of damage. We are, unfortunately, going to lose the Witch. Okay, well, I'm going to Mini P.E.K.K.A. I was going to try to cycle my Skarmy, but I'm just going to Mini P.E.K.K.A. because that'll take out all that stuff there. Maybe we can go Balloon in front, and maybe the Mini P.E.K.K.A. will get tanked for by the Balloon. Also, another thing, we've been getting a lot of Balloon decks. I'm not complaining about the Balloon decks because they are quite fun, but yeah, he's gonna go Vines, which is gonna take out our Mini P.E.K.K.A., but I feel like they're really low on Elixir, so I'm gonna go for a Skarmy here, see if they can defend this with whatever they have. Okay, they have Log, so now they don't have Log to defend my bunch of nonsense. I mean, we literally have, like, nonsense on nonsense. We have the Hero Knight, with the ability, we have the Witch, and this guy's playing Golem, is what I just recognized, because he has Lumberjack and Eye Dragon. So that's going to be so much fun to play against with this deck. I mean, we have Cannon, which is a decent defense, but it's pretty flimsy. That's the only problem. Now, he's going to play a Knight, which I don't necessarily agree with, because we can just, I mean, I'm going to ability here just to get the Rhino out there, maybe get some damage on the tower. Yeah, and everything else is going to be pretty okay here, because we're going to have the Witch still protected by the Hero Knight, but, I mean, it's not going to be enough. We are going to stop the Knight from getting damage on our tower, though. And I said Hero Knight, I meant Dark Prince. But yeah, we're going to get a pretty decent amount of damage here. I think I'm going to do the same Balloon thing where I go Balloon and then Mini P.E.K.K.A. and see if we can get something to happen. Okay, that's an Evo High Drag. Nothing's going to happen in that case. Although, maybe Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. gets a shot? Oh my god, what a card, man. He's definitely going to log this, so get my Witch ready. Okay, he has E-Spirit. Go Dark Prince here. Lumberloon. I was not expecting Lumberloon, but you know what? That is definitely a way to play the game. I was really thinking okay, well, our Dark Prince is on his tower on the other side. He's going to use his ability really late, but it's still going to take our tower regardless. That was a wasted Vines. Just do this. Maybe get some damage. We'll see. Mini P.E.K.K.A. hopefully is going to do a lot. I mean, yeah, it's protecting my Skarmy right now, but that's not going to be enough. So we can do the same thing. He spent quite a bit to defend that, so we're going to do this again. And now he has even more pressure to worry about. Auto pop ability. I was like, maybe get the Dark Prince ability down, but we don't. Also, this is just a really pressure-heavy deck, which is nice to play with. I'm going to go Witch here just because I know he wants to use his Lumberloon the bridge as soon as he gets a chance. That's definitely a choice. I wouldn't say that's the one you should go for, but definitely is a choice there. But yeah, we're gonna spam him here. He's probably gonna use Log. Yep, there it is. But we can go here. You know, keep cycling our stuff and maybe get some good damage on the tower. We got like a little bit of damage on the tower, not much though. And yeah, he's getting ready to Lumberloon. I know it. Okay, interesting. We pull this backwards, and the Witch is going to be able to help out there, hopefully. Okay, it's going for the King Tower now. Let's go Mini P.E.K.K.A. here. Okay, he pre-logs my Skarmy that I didn't play. Whoa, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. What are we doing? Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, hopefully that goes on my Dark Prince. Okay, sure. We go with another Witch here, by the way. And now that's going to have, like, that's really funny. It's going to, okay, he has to Balloon on defense. That's an interesting one. You don't see that too often. Maybe we go Mini P.E.K.K.A. and minions here. I know he has, we're just feeding his Eye Dragon, but he doesn't have enough, like, the chain doesn't do enough damage to protect all this stuff. And we go for a jump back here, maybe get the Rhino on the tower for a little bit of damage. Oh, it's getting infinitely chained. Okay, we go here. He's going to go, yep, okay. Pull this back. We go minions. Oh my, holy, holy Eye Drag. Go Dark Prince here, maybe keep it alive. You have 12 seconds. I think he wins the game, though, because he has so many balloons on the board. Oh my, what a game, though. I'm gonna say it, what a game. It was a fun game. So yeah, overall, I'd have to rate that one probably like a and he's just gonna spam emotes. Okay, this one's actually, it was a lot of fun, but it doesn't have a lot of swarm defense. Now, if I went Mega Minion, maybe we would have had a better chance because it would be better against the Inferno or Eye Dragon. But overall, it's like a 7 out of 10 because we could be using, you know, this instead. But then again, the Dark Prince is really nice. So overall, pretty good deck. 7.5 out of 10. And if you guys like the video, smash that like button. I will see you in the next video.